Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week of the Bottom Split Racing Series. Tonight we have an absolute barn burner to show you guys tonight here at Watkins Glen International Raceway. My name is Hunter Hughes, and I will be on the call tonight. Let's get right into it. So, tonight we are at Watkins Glen International Raceway. It opened in 1956 and it is 2.45 miles in length. Today we are using cup configuration, so we will not be taking the boot. And the session rules for tonight is a 25 open qualification. It's about to wrap up. And 15 left. Racetrack. Let's get into the driver points after last time. Christopher Fuge is sitting on top. He's built a sizable lead on miles, sitting at 166 points, but then it is a close gap to Lane Snow there at 165. Then John Jones, good old JP, sitting fourth with 155. Then Robert Lewis sitting fifth. And we have John Jarvis with 133, Eduardo Martinez with 1, Mark Vickers and Garrett Jarnigan 130 and 129, and then Jacob Barker got your top 10 with 8. We have Jax Milan with 126, then DJ Fluck, Connor Fuge tied at 160, Josh Schwanger, Eric Ridges, Harrison Santos, Clemens. Today is a very exciting day in the world of Stadium Scene TV because we have the Streamers Against Suicide Prevention 5 campaign going on. This September, Stadium Scene TV proudly presents the Streamers Against Suicide 2025, supporting the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Every donation helps bring hope, resources, and support to most. Our goal is to raise $500 throughout the month, make an impact by scanning the QR code during the broadcast, or clicking the description. Together, we can save lives through September. If you are in, by dialing 988, text TALK to 74. I'm super excited to run this charity campaign. As you can see on the top, we have the ticker. See a $50 donation from J Fly, the 80. Jay Fleck as he's sitting on pit road. But the drivers have about 4 minutes left in qualifying session. And I will keep tally donations as they come in. So please, great cause. See the Notify QR code is there at the bottom right. Yeah, let's get into real quick though. Let's take a look at the schedule. 2 weeks. September 15th, we got Auto Club, and then September 20th. So we are getting close, ladies and gentlemen, to the end of this season. It has been insanely good. Every single race so far has had really and back up. As of right now, Scott Roll up the which is a brand new driver hailing all the way from good old England. It's got the Britmobile on a full display here tonight. Brand new to our league, a part of the SMR. Top parts, but in position number 2 as of right now, Christopher. They won 0.045. traffic. Christopher Fuge, points leader tonight. Eric Jarnigan in the big old Deborah number 32. So you go hit him up to get your deep fried butter bars. Classic. Jacob Barker in Exalta. Connor Fuge in a very familiar paint scheme. I should go. Which purple machine? A name on the side produces makes good content, you guys. Eduardo Martinez. Nice. We have our pit road currently. Nice. Have Eric Richardson in the Taco Bell number. Kind of a retro Taco Bell game. You usually see whenever you see a Taco Bell paint scheme, you see the school. J.P. Jones and that. Bright and a black Appalachian Chillbilly. Let's see. Recognizable, you pick it out from a current J Fluck. Harrison Santos in the Dream Rips. Also, John Miles is here. I'm excited tonight. I've been excited for Watkins Glen the whole season. Some good thing. See some underdogs. I think we're dogs and Fuge. Garrett Jarnigan, I would say. Scott Rolls and Mark Vickers are kind of the favorites going into tonight, but with the way that this season has been running, you never know what can happen. Also, Eric Richardson is kind of an underdog. 10th, but out for Eric Richardson. Make some sneaky moves. Connor Fuge got a luck in try and get himself a good. Second place. Snow, which Snow's be saying good as of right now. Didn't submit a quality, but so have our line up here. The grid begins to fill out. Make sure have a minute, make sure to go throw a couple bucks to the String Side charity that we Stadiums TV is running. Any amount helps. It will be running through the entire month of September. Any live stream that Stadium Scene runs, I mean the 3 series, bottom split are here right now. iRacing, the Indie Racing World Tuesday nights, or the Wednesday Night Dash Series nights, and even Friday night G series. Anyone catch in? But we're waiting for all these drivers to get gridded up. And while we are waiting, I'm actually going to so I will be ready. Alright, we are back. I got some water, so my throat will not dry out. Let's get into the grid for tonight. Rolling off on pole is Scott Rolls. Then we have Christopher Fuge lining up right alongside. Mark Vickers rolling off third, and Garrett Jarnigan off fourth. Then we have Jacob Barker and Connor Fuge in row 3, and Eduardo Martinez and Robert Lewis in row 4. John Jarvis, Eric Richardson in row 5, and then JP Jones and Jay in row 6. And then running up the field is Harrison Santos and John Miles. Let's head to the grid as they come around the carousel. Got the Ford Mustang iRacing pace car. Down. They get ready, go. 13 drivers here tonight. Pace car is gonna pull on pit road, and the green flag is out here. Mark Vickers in that 84 gets a great jump. He's going to look to get around. Oh, as Scott Rolls blows turn 1. He gets a little locked up. That's going to give the lead to... Oh, big wreck. Eduardo Martinez, Garrett Jarnigan, Connor Fuge, all involved. That was a huge wreck. Harrison Santos, Garrett Jarnigan's car is wrecked already. Connor's car is in pieces. The pitch machine in absolute. Christopher Fuge having an incident. Oh my goodness, there is a wrecking ball all over the track right now. It'll take me a minute to get to that. Christopher Fuge in a couple of spots there. Harrison Santos way off the track. Looks like he lost his nose. His front left tire is not turning. Comes JP. A Fluck with damage. Oh my god. Garrett Jarnigan's car is destroyed. Connor Fuge. Okay, let's go back and take a look at that, because that was kind of insane. So we're gonna go all the way back to try and find where this incident happened. Okay, so we are watching from Garrett Jarnigan in the 32. It's like he gets a good punch. Eduardo there. Everybody gets through turn 1. I think it happens in turn. Oh, Eduardo gets into the back of Garrett Jarnigan. Like he just doesn't. It's a little tight there. Gets into the back of Garrett Jarnigan. That collects the 19 of Connor. Then here comes the pack. DJ Fluck nowhere to go. Harrison Santos getting into the wall there. Unfortunate. But we are going to jump back live now to Barker. Eduardo Martinez survives for the most part. He's still got a little bit on his left front. Here comes Garrett Jarnigan. It's now. Getting out, but up ahead, back to your. We'll try and keep an eye on whatever happens in the back, but up ahead it is Mark Vick leading Scott Wolves. For a few. Oh, looks got some damage. It's for backwards, but he's getting squared away. DJ Fluck there looks like he stopped on the track. Harrison Santos backwards. Connor Fuge right. Fluck's got it rolling. Garrett Jarnigan's got a car. But the battle for your right now is Mark Vickers in the 84 and Scott Wolf. Scott rolls, setting the fastest lap once again. Mark Vickers, 11.5 though, still hanging there. Long. That thing live, even got some damage on both the back end and his front end. He's sitting at the moment. As my for not having got it up. Two are still battling. Rolls looks like he has a real run heading into number 6. Are a bit better. That number. I can get it. Scott's gonna have a really good fun as we take a look inside. Scott rolls. Seems that the 84 of Mark Vickers is able to get to the power better. It's a tiny bit better than the number. That's gonna put nice gap on 3 as they head down. Scott with a really good bus stop. See Christopher Fuge getting around Eduardo. Let's take still have time. Like he's set the move up well. Eduardo runs wide. Side by side as they head down into turn 1. Still are Eduardo with in. A little too hot and it's looped around and drive on through. Excellent. This is laps completed. Getting close to the end of this race, only a handful of laps to go. As the gap between Mark Vickers and Scott Rolls has opened up to about 2 seconds now. Vickers pretty happy to see this. bringing the gap down just a bit. So 1.7. Looks like Scott may have had a bit of an issue, but he's used his time to put his head down and let that gap back down. Still. That gap is down tenths of a second as they roll. Looks like they're about to catch up. Catch up to a couple of lap cars. Carter Martinez, 87. On Jarvis. Looks like Eduardo gets out of the way. John's gonna want a bit of a block to be able to get. With JP Jones track. Get away, but that gap is only down to half a second now with 5 laps to coming to 4 laps to go here. The race is back on. That rolls in that 3 in the 84 tenths of a second. Scott gets a really good run out of turn 1. It's gonna be a drag race as they come up through the chicanes. Down the backstretch. Scott is all over the back bumper of the 84. Move to the inside. They're side by side. The 84 is going to get turned. And that's going to turn the number 3 as well. The leaders wreck with just 4 laps to go. Scott's going to get it rolling though. And Scott drives away scot-free, we should say. And Mark Vickers, what happened there? We gotta take a look at that from a few different angles because that was the move of the race. It looks like Scott got alongside. Scott got alongside the 84, and almost the 84 just made a defensive move and put himself. It looks like he just tried to defend against the stop, but did not pay off. Or makes contact with the wall itself, both of them spinning. Scott able to recover pretty well and drive away. Unbelievable events here. Stages of this. Jones. Hard lick into the wall. He's able to join. But Scott rolls. The Englishman in his first start looking to go 1 for 1. Everybody, sure, some team for them, and Scott rolls turn 7 to take the white flag. Presented by Stadium Scene Team. Scott rolls as a more. Hold your pens on signing the Declaration of Independence. One. The first time in man coming back onto the American soil. The battle toe to toe. So. Got a little bit of off track there, but it's all good. Now turn 7, Polar Veer once said the British are coming, but tonight I am saying Scott Rolls is your winner here at Watkins Glen. Good run for start. 1 of 100% win rate. Mark Vicker comes across the line in position and 2. Robert Lewis coming through turn here. Get Christopher Fuge after a spin in the race. Number 4. Jarvis. Jarvis comes home. I have Barker 6th. Eric Jarnigan 7th. Eduardo Martinez 9th. 10th. Jay Fluck. Sand. Connor Fuge. A look at much the Brit and all right, tonight we have going off 3rd, got the bronze medal. Robert.
Doing good. You know, it was pretty normal. I was just going to stay back there and run my laps, and it worked out for me. So everything took care of itself, and I just got to drive around the track. So.
And your night, the Brit and Scott Roll comes in, he stinks up gets into a tiny little incident with ARCA, but at the end of the day, when the dust settles,
I was chasing down Mark the whole race. Went for a move. Seemed like he didn't see me. He just turned in front of me, and then we had a little incident, and then I continued on. It was quite chill for the most part.
guys were the whole and it looked like you guys pulled a gap on third place. And you guys got. It looked like he tried to it's kind of clear.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's bring up because Auto Club Speedway is next. It's a high banked. It's very fast. Cars are going to scream fast as possibly be. You don't want to miss September 15th. Also, forget Streamers Against Suicide. Scene is running. If you can. But that will for a race we will see next time.